This is Mike Hazelhofer for Calaveras Community TV, and we're here today again for our monthly update on the general plan, or update on the general plan update with Stephanie Marino, Community Planning Development Director of Calaveras County. And Stephanie, what can you tell us about the general plan update and where we're going since the last time we met?
We have a lot going on. There's a whole hodgepodge of things happening in the community right now. In addition to the community planning meetings that are happening, one of which is you're very familiar with, Mike, down the Valley Springs area. I hope you talk about that as well.
Okay.
There are a lot of meetings happening throughout the county that the stakeholders and the residents are coming together to start talking about things, and I think that's great. Even though we're not having official county meetings right now, we're not scheduled to have those again until the fall. This is a perfect opportunity for people to start brainstorming and thinking outside the box and talking about the baseline and things of that nature, and we really welcome that input. On the county part of it, we are doing community plan meetings in Copperopolis. We've had several. We have another one at the end of July. I'm hoping that after that meeting we may be able to actually bring the draft to the board for conceptual approval, which just means that there's nothing in it that they really have a lot of grief with. And at that point, we would then take it on, wrap it in with the general plan update so that the environmental work, which is required before it can be adopted, would occur with the general plan update. So we're all very excited that we're reaching the end of that almost decade-long process. And then we also have the steering committee for District 2 I'll be meeting with soon to begin formal process of drafting community plans up in District 2. We have a number of them that we're doing that the board gave priority to, and I had promised we'd begin this summer, and we're going to start that process and start writing that plan. Those plans, or several of them. So I'm excited about that. San Andreas is also going to be coming up soon. That's one of the priorities we'll begin working on, and I have yet to meet with that group. Hope to do that soon. We have the Issues and Opportunities report that for Phase 3 is finally completed. It will be scheduled for the board in a number of weeks, and the board will have an opportunity to take a look at it, see if they agree with the issues and opportunities we've identified, see if there's any that they feel that have been overlooked that we would add in. And then that becomes a document that's used in the process to go forward. We also have our draft vision statement ready with that report for the board to revise, edit, approve as presented, whatever they feel like doing with. And I'm hopeful that that'll be a very good discussion with the community.
Stephanie, you said that all these things going on, you've been really busy. I know you've made some personnel changes with the plan coordinators. You want to tell us a little bit about those?
Yes. Lynn went back to Caltrans at the end of the year and did some wonderful work while she was here on helping with the baseline report. Yes. But the position is now vacant, and because of budgeting issues, we've made some changes and decided to actually have the duties of coordinating the general plan performed by Planner 3 that's already in the office, Lauren Felice. And she will be coordinating that effort. It's actually a little bit higher position than general plan coordinator, so we're quite confident that she'll be able to do those duties and take that coordination over. I'm going to be doing the coordination on the community plans so that she's free to concentrate on the bulk of the work. There's a lot of contract administration associated because Mintier and Associates is actually writing the plan for us with the input that we derive and give them. So.
U.S. Fish and Game, and that you had a little something you wanted to tell us about what's going on there as well?
Yeah, I'm real excited about that. We've had a number of applicants that have been waiting a long time for us to resolve the tiger salamander and red-legged frog issues, primarily down in the western end of Calaveras County. We had a very good meeting with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service this week and have come up with some ideas that will allow us to address the impacts that need to be addressed without causing unreasonable delays to the project. So after our next meeting, which happens in a couple of weeks, we'll have an announcement to make, I hope. And I think that the development community and the environmental community will be pleased with what we've worked out.
Good, thank you. We talked a little bit last time about water and the issue of water. What can you tell us what's up with the CCWD and the Board of Supervisors?
CCWD has been hosting a joint water committee with all the water and sewer districts at their boardroom on a regular basis. There are 2 board members that come to those meetings as well, Board of Supervisors members, and they have agreed to schedule a joint meeting with the Board of Supervisors and the CCWD board in early August. And the purpose of that discussion will be to talk about how we're going to handle water in the general plan update. CCWD and a number of the districts, I believe, would like to see a separate water element. They've offered to help fund that. The Board of Supervisors hasn't come to a final decision on how they'd like to handle the water. There are some that would like to have it just wrapped within the text of the land use and circulation elements, etc. There are others that would like to see a standalone element. So that'll be a lively discussion. And hopefully they'll have a decision at the end of that as to how we're going to proceed. That will be a public meeting. Most likely, because of the number of people that we anticipate attending, we're going to try to book it for the town hall, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen yet.
Great. Anything else you can tell us that might have come up lately that you'd like to address?
One of the things on the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service that I had mentioned previously, we actually received a grant of money to work on our habitat conservation plan, which is one of the requirements that we have to solve this issue here. And we have a consultant that's going to be coming on to help us with that. And we were told that because of the fact that we now actually have money committed to the process and are really showing good faith in working towards getting HCP in place, that we are much more likely to be a candidate for additional funding to help us write that report. So I'm excited about that. We will, as I said, in a couple weeks be issuing an announcement on that. We also plan on taking the bike and pedestrian reports that have been generated by the Council of Governments to the board for formal adoption soon so that they can be used formally in projects that are pending. They will be a part of the general plan update, but until they're formally adopted by the board, they're really not policy yet for the Board of Supervisors in using and processing applications. So we're going to be doing that fairly shortly, too.
I know, Stephanie, as a chairman of the Greater Valley Springs Advisory Group, we're just about at the end of our vision statement, and there's a question on the minds of the people that have been working on it, is when would we then begin to submit or review that with you? What would be appropriate timing for that?
We would like to see it sooner rather than later so that we can provide some input to you, because we do plan on starting the formal process in Valley Springs as well this summer. And the vision statement is going to be a key part of that, and we'll hope to get a lot of people out to have some also lively discussions on the future of the Greater Valley Springs area.
Well, we've been very happy to have a nice turnouts to our meetings, and look forward. I'll schedule some time so we can talk later on. So, is there anything else we want to share at this update?
Not that I can think of. I'm sure I will as soon as we're done taping, but I'd just like to encourage everyone again, this is a fluid document. It's an important document. It's going to govern the way that we do business in this county as far as land use for the next 30 years. And so it's important that everyone participate and have their voices heard through the various meetings that are going around, and I look forward to next month's update.
I would encourage everyone to participate if they can. Thank you very much. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you.